Hey guys, this is Luke from Greenlight Gaming RGN with a Sniper Elite free review for the PlayStation 4. Before I want to touch on the game, I want to show you the menu and the layout and just all the different modes. This is solo survival, so this is like a horde mode, but obviously solo, judging by the name. This is survival, so you can tackle this with a partner. I believe it's only 2 players, I think. It might be 4, I don't know. I haven't really tested this mode out yet. Overwatch is basically a co-op campaign, but one friend is the sniper and the other is a spotter, but he can do stuff which the sniper can't, like pick doors and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really good. Here's the multiplayer layout. I'll touch on the multiplayer a bit. Well, in a bit. Here's the loadout menu where you can customize, your sniper. You can't really customize, you can't customize your other guns. So it's only to the sniper at the moment. But still, it's got a pretty good selection of weapons though. I believe you collect weapon parts by collecting them off of dead soldiers, like certain soldiers. I only just touched on this yesterday when I was over a friend's house. So this is all new to me, the collecting part thing. So yeah, not really a lot of choice, but there we are. It's nice to have that little feature in there. Okay, here's the gameplay. Okay, firstly I want to touch on the graphics. Now, as you can see, the graphics on this is the current gen version, PlayStation 4. So the graphics are absolutely amazing. Much better from Sniper Elite 2, but again, that was a last gen game, so but the color scheme, because it was set in Europe at the time, in Germany, in Berlin I think, so the color scheme was grey, just really drab colors. This game is set in Africa 1943, so the environments and the graphics are very vibrant, colourful, really captures the atmosphere. Graphics are absolutely amazing, and the game runs at, I don't think it's 60 frames per second. I remember someone saying it was like 45, something like that. So yeah, 45 frames per second, but I don't really notice the difference from the 60 because it still plays smooth and fast. Don't know, I might be wrong, it might be 60, but I can remember someone saying on YouTube that Sony was saying that most of their games out now wasn't 60 frames per second, so this okay, yeah, the graphics are a major improvement from the second game. Even if the second game was on next gen, I don't think it'd look as nice as this, nowhere near. So this game is a major improvement on the graphical side. I mean, you can just see the sun glaring off the steel on the weapons, and it just looks absolutely amazing. The environments are much more better than 2. I mean, on 2 you were just in Berlin, rubble, just rubble, abandoned buildings, blown up areas, just a war zone. But on this one, you're in a war zone, but it's as you can see, it's a lot more. It's not as badly intercepted as Berlin. So it's stunning environment, absolutely stunning. And the best thing is, this time around, the areas and the environments are actually much more open. I'm not just talking about a little area which is open, just different paths. This game is gone much more open. The second one to me was just like a corridor shooter, but I still liked the game. It was a good game, but it was nowhere near as open as this. This game has just gone to a whole new level. So to me, the game proper kicked off for me around the 3rd mission mark, because the 3rd mission, which I believe is Hellfire Pass, is just huge, absolutely huge. I actually struggled utilizing stealth on that mission because it was so open. It was just so good, so good. That's not to say the second mission is not open, because it is. It's just not open as the 3rd. the first mission is just a tutorial section. I won't get into the story too much because I don't want to spoil things here, so I won't be showing off any cutscenes and stuff like that in my reviews. So yeah, the graphics get a 9 from me because they are a major improvement of the second one. That's not to say the second one did have bad graphics, because it certainly didn't. It's just they didn't reach this mark. I mean, you can see the lens flare and stuff like that, just absolutely amazing. And from what I've seen, the last gen versions, they look, not as good, but they still look pretty damn impressive, considering the age of the consoles. So it's, yeah, the graphics get a 9 from me. Next, I want to go on to the gameplay. The gameplay is a major improvement. Not in all areas, like, the gunplay, stuff like that is still unchanged. It still feels the same as Sniper Elite 2. I mean, when you use machine guns and stuff on you, it's not really amazing. It's not bad, it's just it's not as good. But yeah, the sniper gameplay, stuff like that, remains unchanged apart from a updated X-ray kill cam, which, it's always a nice feature. The main improvement in the gameplay is the stealth. Now, on Sniper Elite 2, the only really stealthy thing you had was a rock. I mean, you used the rock to get past enemies, but you'd still have to go in loud on missions. So on here, you can complete missions without ever being seen. I think there's even a trophy for it, so the stealth is just much more better. And the stealth for me always makes, if a game has stealth, if a game has an option to go in stealthily, that's always a good thing for me. That'll always improve the game. So, a better stealth system, well, a good stealth system in a game is always good for me. So yeah, the stealth is just amazing. You can perform takedowns, stuff like that. You can mask your shots like in the previous game, but now you've got more options. So I think you can even use a grenade to mask your shots on you. So it's just much more options for, if you're like me and you love stealth games, then the second one may not have been for you because it wasn't really stealthy, but this game is just, oh wow, just absolutely amazing for stealth. Yeah, a much more broader, you've got more tools, gadgets to complete the missions with. You've got more mines, trip mines, you've got flint and steel, so you can, confuse enemy guards. You can make them run over when they see the fire of this, flint and steel. You've got rocks, the rocks return, just so much more options to complete the missions. I mean, that's not to say you can just go in loud if you wanted to, like all guns blazing, but if you're like me and you prefer a stealthier approach, then you will love this game. It is for you. So yeah, and I think this is, this is actually the first World War II game I've played which you can actually go in stealthily, I think. Well, apart from Wolfenstein, but, So yes, that's always a nice improvement. For the gameplay, I'd give it an 8. With the stealth being the major improvement, but apart from that, it hasn't really been changed much, really. But don't fix what isn't broken, especially in the sniper gameplay. But the gun gameplay, like the machine guns, in my opinion, they could have changed that a bit. And like with the covering as well, the covering is a bit dodgy. So you'll just stick to covers. You don't really, like in the previous game, you'd press A to, well, for the 360, you press A to snap the cover, and you know you're in cover then, but on here you just stick to them. You don't really know if you're in proper cover or not. It's a bit weird. So yeah, the gameplay gets an 8. Next I want to go on to value. So this also, the environments, the open environments also come into this as well. In these missions, I was pleasantly surprised to see how much stuff you can actually do in these missions. I know it sounds a bit odd, like, it's a stealth game, but there's actually things in these missions. Like, there's a ton of optional objectives. Like, in the third mission, I think one of them is to, like, destroy these motor pools. Like, the more you explore the map, the more you'll find these optional objectives. So I mean, the map isn't like GTA, like open world, but it is. They are pretty open, so you will find stuff like you'll find sniper nests, which contribute to a trophy if you find them all. You'll find war diaries, long shots, which are really good, which are just targets like 400 meters away, stuff like that. Just really badass, badass targets. But yeah, they're very hard to hit if you're on a higher difficulty. At the moment, I'm playing on marksman difficulty, which is the normal setting. So yeah, the value to this game is a major improvement over the second one. I mean, in the second one, you basically just had gold bars and stuff like that, dog tags from what I can remember. So yeah, there's just so much to do in these missions. It's just amazing. As you can see here, this is the survival mode I was talking about earlier. This is the solo survival mode. So yeah, the value from me guessing 8. So that brings the game to 25 out of 30. This is my isn't saying much, but this is my highest rated game so far. So it's not really saying much, but I did put some reviews on. I think I put some reviews on Twitter. I think with Infamous and stuff like that, and Metal Gear. But yeah, this beat Metal Gear by 0.5 points, I think. So it is a major improvement over the second one, and it just shows that they listen to their criticism. So definitely an improvement. And I bought the PlayStation 4 one for £42 in the UK, and I believe the last gen versions is £25. So you really can't go wrong for that at all. I mean, £25 for this is absolutely amazing, but still £40 for this is good for the next gen, so it's really good. There's a couple of things I just want to touch on before I go. That is the multiplayer and the co-op. So the multiplayer is at the moment broken. Well, the servers are anyway. Out of 10, I think I've probably had 1 out of 10 chances of getting into a match. But when you do, it is really fun, and I mean really fun. But until they fix the servers, you've got no chance of joining matches. I mean, I've only joined one match after like 20 attempts, so the servers are pretty bad, at least on the PlayStation 4 anyway. I don't know about the PC versions. I've heard they've had better chances of joining matches and stuff like that, but it's the PC, that's what you can expect. So yeah, the multiplayer at the moment remains broken, but hopefully they'll fix it because it is a fun mode. The co-op mode is really good. I played a mission with my friend, but that was on authentic difficulty, and it was really good. I plan on doing much more co-op after I complete the game, obviously, but yeah, the co-op is really good. I haven't had a chance to try out the Overwatch mode yet, though. I've just been doing the normal campaign, the single player campaign with a friend, so the fact that you can do that is just amazing, except for they didn't put split screen in, which is pretty gutting, because that was good in the second one. So yeah, this has been my review of Sniper Elite 3. I highly suggest you go out and buy this game, because if you was put off by the second one, then hopefully this one will get you back into the gist of things. Yeah, this has been Luke from Greenlight Gaming RGN, bringing you another review. So I will be covering this game in the coming weeks with guides, walkthroughs, stuff like that. So thanks guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.